Hey guys, AlphaSeagull here. So recently I put out a video showing off a new Verso build, as well as strategies I used to cheese all the new super bosses in New Game Plus 5, beating Divergent Simon in particular with only a single dodge. Quite a few people were asking how they can adapt the Simon strat to work in New Game, so to end the year off, I decided to optimize the build so it can work in the most possible circumstances. This version can work on any playthrough with a few small adjustments, it can work without defeating any of the game's super bosses, including base Simon, it can work without roulette, and I minimized the amount of Lumina points each character needs as well. Basically, all we're doing is one-shotting him twice in a row. He's a proper two-phase fight, so there's no way to skip his second phase, which means no way to skip his team wipe, meaning we need two separate teams to do it. Our first team being Minoko and Mael using Bagataro in these Luminas, Esquiam in these Luminas, and the other team being CL and Luna. CL's weapon doesn't matter and you want these Luminas, while you want Esquiam for Luna with these Luminas. Every character needs as much crit rate as possible, but the only ones that actually need full crit rate are Mael and Luna. Keep in mind the following Luminas can be used on each character to help out. Both Minoko and Mael need lots of HP, which we'll talk about in a bit, and both Mael and Luna need as much attack as possible since they are damage healers. For starters, make sure you have at least 6 healing tints. 7 is the max you can get for a new game, and I strongly recommend having as many as you can regardless of which playthrough you're on. Simon is guaranteed to do his lightspeed attack before first strike even takes effect. And the way we're handling that is by using an interaction between SOS Healing Tint and Shielding Tint. SOS Healing Tint automatically uses a Healing Tint if you fall below 50% health, and Shielding Hit gives you 2 shields every time you use a healing tint, which includes the automatic ones. This interaction lets us tank at least 3 times our number of tints. This is where our health comes in, because we need enough to fall below 50% without dying. Once you have all these Luminas set up, give the fight a try and take note of how much damage Simon deals to each character. It's tricky to set up your health accordingly because you need to prepare for possible crits, so you want to be anywhere between 1.5 times and 2 times the amount of damage he deals each normal hit. I prepared this graph showing what all qualifies as a safe amount of health. Areas in the red will definitely die, areas in orange can die under the right situations, and green areas are fully safe. Once you know what damage values you're working with, you can equip enough HP Pictos to put both Mael and Minoko in safe spots. Keep in mind they also still need crit rate, which I talked about before. When you have everything ready, make sure to select Minoko and then Mael because that influences the turn order for first strike. Once the fight starts, pay attention to the lights shown here to see if his attack has an echo. If it does, start spamming dodge. I find that spamming dodge lets you avoid like half of his attacks even if you're not timing it, which is enough to handle all of his echoed attacks without needing more tints. If you're not confident in doing that, just reset until his attack doesn't have the echo. Either way, you will definitely have to dodge the last hit because it removes the team from canvas if you don't. From there, your first strike takes effect, and with Minoko, all you do is spam free aim until you're out of AP and do a base attack, and repeat for his second turn. With Mael, you want to free aim enough to fill the last bit of gradient and then use last chance. Then free aim again to build some extra gradient and do burning canvas. On higher playthroughs, this won't one-shot, but it will bring Simon's health low enough to activate phase 2, so you might as well have one-shotted him. Then he steals your shields, does the team wipe, and now we start with team 2. We were able to manipulate the first strike order on the first team, but on the backups is pure RNG. So instead we gave Lune shortcut, which takes priority over first strike to ensure that she moves first. Luna does some free aim for some gradient, then elemental trick, free aim again, then base attack to change the stains to dark. CL does some more free aim, Fortune Fury on Luna, free aim again, intervention, and by this point gradient overcharge to activate, allowing Luna to finish it off with lightning dance. Just like that, no matter what playthrough you're on or how bad you are at the game, you too can beat Divergent Simon. Now, given how little RNG this takes, one might wonder if this is farmable. Not really. Once the fight is over, Luna's health stays at 1, which causes shortcut to not activate next attempt, and all the healing tints stay used. Chroma elixirs can fix Luna's health, but not the tints, so you need to go rest at the flag every time, which really slows things down. Not to say it can't work as a farm, but there's better methods. Methods I'll be showing off in another video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, you know how it is, do all that algorithm crap.